Elias had never liked taking the same route twice. Whether it was his morning walk to the bakery or his stroll through the park in the evening, he always took a different turn. But one afternoon in spring, the scent of lilacs lured him back to the same path he had taken just the day before. There, near the old fountain framed by cherry blossoms, sat a young woman reading a book. Her long dark hair blew gently in the wind, and the sun caught the faintest shimmer in her eyes. She was beautiful, in that quietly captivating way that made time slow down. She was also sitting in a wheelchair. Elias didn't know why he paused. Maybe it was the book she held, The Little Prince, or maybe it was the way she smiled at a nearby child chasing pigeons. But something made him sit on the bench opposite her, and then the book slipped from her lap. Before she could reach for it, Elias was already there. He picked it up and held it out. "You know," he said, "I've read this 5 times and still haven't figured out if it's a children's book or a grown-up's warning." She laughed. It was soft, musical. "Maybe it's both," she replied. "I read it every spring. Makes the world feel innocent again." "I'm Elias," he said. "Rhea," she smiled, and just like that, the first thread of connection was stitched. Elias and Rhea began meeting in the park almost every day. What began as brief conversations turned into hour-long talks, then slow strolls with him walking beside her wheelchair, sharing stories about music, childhood dreams, and heartbreaks. Rhea told him how she lost her ability to walk 3 years ago in a car accident. She had been a dancer once, ballet mostly. "My body still remembers," she said once, eyes glistening. "But the legs don't listen anymore." Elias never once looked away. "I still see the dancer in you," he told her. "It's in how you hold your breath when the wind moves, like you're still waiting for the music to start." He told her about his life too, how he'd buried himself in work after losing his father, how he'd forgotten how to feel things deeply, until her laughter pulled something alive inside him again. One day as they sat watching the golden sun fall behind the trees, Elias leaned closer. "Would you go on a date with me, Rhea?" She paused. Her smile faded a little. "You mean, like a real date?" "Yes," Elias said softly. "A real date. One where I spend the whole evening pretending not to stare because you're so beautiful it messes with my balance." She laughed through the tears forming in her eyes. "I've never had someone look at me and not see the chair first." "I don't see the chair," he whispered. "I see you." Their first official date was under a string of fairy lights Elias had hung between 2 trees in the park. A small table, soft music from a speaker, and a picnic basket filled with her favorites: pasta, olives, and tiny cheesecakes. Halfway through dinner, Rhea grew quiet. "I'm scared," she admitted. "What if I fall for you and you realize someday that this isn't enough?" Elias knelt beside her, gently taking her hand. "Then I'll fall harder, and I'll remind you every day that you are more than enough. You're strong, you're radiant, and you make me feel alive." Tears spilled down her cheeks. "Say it again," she whispered. "You are enough." Months passed. Rhea began teaching dance again, this time to children with disabilities. She choreographed routines with her arms, her expressions, her heart. And Elias? He was there at every show, cheering louder than anyone. One evening, on the bench where they first met, Elias pulled something from his coat pocket, a small velvet box. "I don't want to walk this life alone anymore," he said. "I want wheels beside me. I want you." Rhea covered her mouth in disbelief, then smiled through tears. "You always had me," she said, "from the moment you saw me, not the chair." He slipped the ring on her finger, and the whole park felt like it exhaled in joy. They married under cherry blossoms the following spring, the same place their hearts had met. And every anniversary, they returned to that bench, now carved with 2 names, Elias and Rhea, proof that love doesn't walk, it soars.